Hi, Vern. So, this is actually a movie I watched, God, like 2 weeks ago now. Um, Technically, I am recording this out of sequence because I recorded reviews for the last two movies. I wrote this review, and I recorded the reviews for the last two movies, and then I was editing this one. I realized this review was hot donkey butter. Um, just horrendous. So I'm going to try and give it another shot, see if I can do something slightly better, where I don't sound like the world's dumbest dumbass. We'll see. Anyway, so like 3 weeks ago, I watched Shaun of the Dead. So we watched this as a double feature. It's Octoberween, so we're doing all horror movies. Hell yeah. We watched this with Zombieland. The theme was just zombie horror comedies. I had actually never seen Shaun of the Dead before. I have seen the Cornetto trilogy in reverse order now. I saw The World's End in theaters. Then I watched Hot Fuzz just a few years ago. And today, I finally... Sweet Jesus, how doesn't pick up? I finally saw Shaun of the Dead. It's one of those movies where I felt dumb for not having seen it. I've seen a lot of movies. I love movies, and then there's like movies that are like genuine classics that like I've never even bothered with. Just because I don't know. I feel like me on a personal level, the easiest way to get me to not want to do something is to tell me to do it. So when someone's like, "Oh, you gotta watch Shaun of the Dead," I'm like, "Yeah, sure, okay," and I just never think of it again. I just immediately blank it out of my memory. Or The Big Lebowski is one of my favorite movies. I adore it. I didn't watch it for years, because I was such a mega hipster that I hated things that other hipsters like. And now I'm just a regular hipster, and I love The Big Lebowski. But yeah, Shaun of the Dead is a horror comedy. The incredible Mr. Edgar Wright directing with Simon Pegg, Nick Frost. You know, it's gonna be one of those ones where I don't have a lot to say. Not because the movie isn't good, the movie isn't fantastic, just because I'm late to this. Everyone's fucking seen Shaun of the Dead. Well, hopefully I can say something at least worth recording a video about it. So Shaun of the Dead is a horror comedy. 2004, I believe, 2004 or 5. When I was in high school. Goddamn, I'm old. But yeah, Shaun of the Dead, it follows. It's a not I wouldn't say deconstruction of, more just like a love letter to like zombie films. Obviously, the name is a pun on Dawn of the Dead. It's just about these two losers, Shaun and Ed, just best friends navigating their way through a zombie apocalypse, trying to comedy their way through things. It's fantastic. It's fun, funky, or it's fun. It's clever. I'm a big fan of just loser protagonist. Obviously, because I like seeing myself in the main characters. So I'm a big fan of just like loser, drunk, idiot protagonist. It's always fun. I do love it. They're not quite as novel nowadays, but they did have some novel takes on zombie movies in general. I really adore. Um, they're refusing to use the word zombie because zombie movies never call them zombies. That's fun. Specifically because we don't say the Z word. Yeah, it's an Edgar Wright movie. So Edgar Wright has a very distinct, very a fantastic style of editing. It's all very fast. It's all very quick. It's all very like hard scripted. I love that. It's hard scripted. The jokes are well written and they're planned out, and they are edited in with the quick editing. I love that. So many modern comedy films are just the actors improvising for like an hour and a half. So scenes will go on way too long. There's no interesting cinematography. The most you'll get is a shot reverse shot because they happen to have two cameras on set that day. But no, everything Edgar Wright does, it's done with such a distinct plan, such a vision behind it. It's so energetic, There's an electricity. There's like a momentum. I wouldn't say violence, but like an aggression to it. Like everything, bam, bam, bam. Um, I think a good sign. People say like good editing is editing you never notice, but I think I think it's very fair to notice, especially good editing or when editing itself is like the art form, the language. Editors don't get enough credit. I love good, strong editing. Um, the movie is not a straight up parody. For years, I don't know. I kind of just assumed it would be a spoof for full comedy, kind of a scary movie style, one of those crappy movies. Um, I had heard good things to begin with, but I assumed it was just spoof. I didn't realize it'd be like hard scripted, hard like actual film, and I appreciate what it is. There's some genuine moments of heart. Uh, it also has my favorite visual gag of all time, which is turning lights on, seeing monster, turning lights off. Um, it never gets old to me. I adore it. Um, yeah, Shaun of the Dead is. I don't know. I get why it's on so many. The posters on so many dorm room walls. It's kind of on that echelon, I think, of like uh, Pulp Fiction, Big Lebowski, Shaun of the, like that whole subgenre of film nerd, um, bro comedy kind of things. There's a distinct overlap in the Venn diagram of like film bros, stoners. Like there's a huge slice there, and I don't think we ever gave that group a name, and I think we should. Um, but yeah, I'm in that group. If you haven't caught on yet. Yeah, I really like Shaun of the Dead. I didn't have anything especially novel to say about it, but I feel less stupid in this review than I do in my last one, so that's something to say. Shaun of the Dead. I can't remember what score I gave it last time, so we're just gonna make up a new one. 4.5 out of 5. Bye, Vern.